How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 back again with another pay-per-view in our UFC save in WMMA 5, and it is UFC 288, FERREIRA versus Gillespie. Thank you guys once again for watching my videos. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Links are going to be down in the description below. I appreciate you guys as always. Let's go ahead and take a look at this fight card. Another pay-per-view in our save, and I believe this is episode like 155 of this save, so phew, a lot of episodes getting up there. Carlos Diego Ferreira and Gregor Gillespie for the lightweight championship is our main event. Ali Baga Utinov and Naoki Inoue is the co-main event for the flyweight championship of the world. Got a couple other really good fights going on this card. The next pay-per-view is going to be UFC 289 Till versus Costa. Two title fights on that card, Loretta and Till defending their respective titles. It should be a pretty good one live from Japan. Let me just make sure that it is actually on pay-per-view. We actually set up a new broadcaster so that way we don't have to deal with any broadcasters anymore. It's just UFC Network and UFC on pay-per-view. That's all it is. And it's all enormous coverage, revenue sources, pay-per-view. This should, from now on, we should make quite a pretty penny on all of our pay-per-views, considering it's enormous coverage worldwide. Not only that, but the potential gains for these guys, popularity-wise, is extremely enormous. So, with that said, we move forward. Let's get started with this pay-per-view taking place in Kanto, Japan, the home country of Naoki Inoue. Let's get it going. We start, of course, with the prelims. Curtis Millander taking on Belal Muhammad in the 175 division. Curtis Millander 5-5 in the UFC, coming off a loss to Jack Marshman. Belal Muhammad, who in real life is going to be fighting Damian Maia, coming off a no contest to Miguel Baeza. He's coming back from a suspension. He has no fight team as a result. Belal Muhammad wins via unanimous decision over Curtis Millander, and gives a show of respect. You'd love to see it. Brandon, the Assassin Baby Moreno, who's going to be fighting for the flyweight championship again in real life, taking on Ronnie Sadeh. Moreno 18-11-1. Sadeh is 16-2, and Sadeh knocks out Brandon Moreno. For whatever reason in this game, Brandon Moreno does not do very well. Not sure why, but it is what it is. We move on. In the featherweight division, Sergio Giglio taking on Super Sodiq Yusuff. Giglio 17-1, coming off the first loss of his career to Kevin Aguilar. On the other side, you have Super Sodiq Yusuff 6-3 in the UFC, number 24 in the division, last coming off a win over Yoni Salovara. And if we go ahead and get this one through, Sodiq Yusuff, despite being a heavy underdog, dispatches of Sergio Giglio, gives him his second loss of his career, and he's challenging Luis Gomez. Anatoly Tokov taking on Bradley Bear Scott in the middleweight division. Bradley Scott, number 24 in the division, coming off quite a few wins in a row, but he's coming off a win over Johnny Hendricks. Gluttony. Tristan, how's it going, you guys? Hope you guys are having a great day. On the other side, you have Tokov, number 19 in the division, 4-1 in the UFC, coming off a win over Brendan Leeser. And it's Bradley Scott who gets the win over the Russian here today on the prelims. And he wants to face off with Scott Askham, recent signing. Yancy Medeiros taking on Jason High in what will be Jason High's final professional fight. So Medeiros 18-10-1. Jason High 27-8, a very good career. Undefeated in the UFC thus far. So it's kind of a shame that he's going to be retiring after this one, especially considering if he wins, he's probably going to end up fighting a ranked opponent. And there you go, a split decision victory for Jason High over Yancy Medeiros. And Yancy Medeiros, 3 losses out of his last 4 fights, and has lost 2 straight away after coming back to the UFC. So I'm not sure if he's not ranked after this. I'm not sure if we're going to hold on to him. And wow, Jason High, I thought he was retiring, but does not retire. Interesting. I figured it would have shown something that says that he reaffirms that he is in fact retiring, but nonetheless, we move on to our next prelim, which is Lucas Berzerski taking on Marcus Vantanen. In the heavyweight division, Vantanen a full 23 pounds lighter than Berzerski. Vantanen 28-8, making his UFC debut here today after being in one championship, and Berzerski 1-0 in the UFC, coming off a win over Ben Sassoli. Wi-Fi being too laggy, that's okay, man. Hope you're having a great day. You can always catch the YouTube, replays if you absolutely have to. And Berzerski knocks out Marcus Vantanen, welcomes him to the UFC with a knockout, and he's very happy to have done so. Ante Leja taking on Alikon Vicaya. Vicaya 6'6". Both these guys are big boys. 232, 240 on the other side, 19-5 and 14-5, and it's Ante Leja getting a TKO victory over Alikon Vicaya. He improves to 3-2 in the UFC. Congratulations to Leja. Hector Sandoval taking on Alptekin Oshkalik in the flyweight division. Very even fight between the two of these guys, both 36 years of age, and it's Oshkalik who comes out on top, improving to 15-5 and 3-3 in the UFC now, and he's on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fight winning streak. Love to see it. Moving on, Elias Garcia taking on Joshua Pasio in the flyweight division. Pasio 23-4, Garcia 14-3. He is a heavy favorite in this one, but it's Joshua Pasio who gets the win in a fantastic fight. Submission due to an armbar. He's now 4-1 in the UFC. Surely going to climb up the rankings even further. Gotta love it. Only 26 years of age. A very good prospect is Joshua Pasio. Look at this. We have featherweights finally. We have somewhat of a featherweight division as it's Alexis Dufresne taking on Reina Miura. In the last prelim, Alexis Dufresne 0-2 in the UFC, but ever since she's been in Invicta, she's been perfect. She's been the featherweight champion, last coming off a win over Jessica Miele. She is the favorite over Reina Miura. Her UFC debut coming out of Bellator, King Reina, Gluttony says. Her last loss to Cyborg, who was also in our division, because we did get Cyborg because she retired, and then we talked her out of retirement, and then we signed her. Love it. My guess is Dufresne takes it here, but King Reina Miura knocks out Alexis Dufresne in round number 3, improving her record to 17-5. Wow. And celebrates starting her UFC career with a win, a big win over Alexis Dufresne. We move on to the main card. Everyone has given me their $60 at this point. And we start out with Tatiana Suarez, who in real life, sadly, she just announced recently that she has like another injury or like a couple more injuries that are going to keep her out of action for a little bit. And I think the last time she fought was like 2018. So you really hope that she's able to get that situated and she can come back to fighting, because it's been quite a while. Taking a look at Tatiana Suarez, though, number 9 in the division. TJ, how's it going, my man? Number 9 in the division, coming off a loss to Amanda Hebos, but before that, a 3-fight winning streak. And then before that, a 3-fight losing streak. But yeah, the last time she fought was June of 2019 in real life, so hope she's able to come back pretty soon. Taking on Karate Hottie Michelle Watterson, number 8 in the division, coming off a win over Loma Lubunmi, before that, losing to Andrade and Rose Namajunas. My guess is Tatiana Suarez takes this. Blake, how's it going, my man? Always nice to see everyone get in here. And Tatiana Suarez with a unanimous decision victory over the Karate Hottie Michelle Watterson in round number 3. And Tatiana Suarez invites everyone to go party with her. Who's partying with Tatiana Suarez? Moving on, Beneil Dariush, who's doing very well for himself in real life, taking on Jeremy Kennedy. Dariush, I'm going to be watching him fight Tony Ferguson when I go to Houston for UFC 262. Dariush 25-1. On the other side, you have Jeremy Kennedy, who is 21-4. Number 16 in the division. Kennedy's coming off straight wins over Barnawi and Hakparas, doing very well for himself. Number 16 in the lightweight division. And then number 10, Beneil Dariush, coming off a loss to Al Iaquinta. Before that, beat Charles Oliveira and Moicano. Both these guys doing very well for themselves. This is a very good fight in the lightweight division, and it's Jeremy JBC Kennedy getting a unanimous decision victory over Beneil Dariush, over the number 10 guy. after he's already had wins over top 10 guys. So I'd imagine maybe cracks into the top 10, not 100% sure. We'll have to see as we move on. Gilbert Burns taking on Michael Venom Page. Now, we've kind of been protecting MVP up until this point. He got injured for a while. He's number 17 in the division. He got injured for a long time. Court McGee, Jeff Neal. Not the most, impressive wins, I guess. Like, not that we've been protecting him. It's just we've been kind of going easy on him. 35 years of age, though. He doesn't have a lot of time to mess around. Gilbert Burns, 14-7 in the UFC, number 9 in the division. Coming off a loss to Ismail Nardiev. Before that, beat Rafael dos Anjos. Both these guys looking to get in the win column. Both guys on the wrong side of 30 years old. And it's Michael Venom Page who knocks out Gilbert Burns in under 30 seconds. Wow. So MVP probably hitting the top 12, I'd imagine. He's going to go party. We've arrived at our co-main event of the evening. For the people in Japan, it's probably their main event as their boy, Naoki Inoue, challenges Ali Baga Utinov for the flyweight championship of the world. Inoue, 9-1 in the UFC, has been very impressive. You can see that one loss to Matt Schnell in 2018, but ever since then, he's been perfect. Oji Kubo, Doskelchuk, Acevedo, Jared Brooks, Eric Shelton, Ben Wynn, Jose Torres, and then Manel Kape. This guy is fully deserving of his title shot. A lot of momentum behind him. And on the other side, you have Ali Baga Utinov, 10-3 in the UFC. Dustin Ortiz, Bontorin, Alex Perez beat Benavidez for the title, defended it against Benavidez, and then recently defended it against Kai Kara France. It's our co-main event of the evening for the flyweight championship of the world. Let's get it going. Mark Goddard is the referee. Everyone in the chat, who do you guys have for this flyweight title fight? I feel like Inoue is going to take it. Let's see here. Misses a high kick. Looking for his opportunity here. Powerful right head kick. Bagatinov hits the mat. Inoue quickly pounces. Ooh, but he can't finish it off. Very close to being the end there. Fighting off a knee bar now is Baga Utinov. Inoue looking like he's in control of this fight. Round 1 expires and Inoue must have won that one. Benny, my man, how is it going? It's been a while since I've seen you in the chat. Hope you're doing good. I'd imagine it's probably around 6 in the afternoon where you're at, right? TJ says Inoue. Blake says he's got Inoue as well. 1-2 from Inoue fails to land. Inoue isn't going anywhere. Bagotinov trying to push him up against the cage. He does so. Trying to get a suplex. He gets it. Ooh, this could be dangerous. Bagotinov getting a guillotine and he gets it. Wow. Second round in hostile territory. Ali Baga Utinov retains the flyweight championship of the world over Naoki Inoue, and I'd imagine he's only 25 years old. This kid is gonna be back, and I'm not sure if Baga Utinov will be there. Fix my sleep pattern so I can't watch as much. Oh, hey, well, you know what? That's good. You got to make sure you're getting your sleep. Rob Smith, the champ, retains 4 stars. Absolutely. Hope you're having a good day, Rob. Our main event of the evening, Carlos Diego Ferreira. Not even defending. This is for a vacant lightweight championship. The reason for all of this. Gregor Gillespie was defending the title against Tony Ferguson. He lost. Then a rematch comes around, and Tony Ferguson misses weight for that championship fight. Gregor wins that fight, and so in my eyes, Tony is not the champion anymore. So we strip him of the belt, and this is the fight that's happening. Carlos Diego Ferreira and Gregor Gillespie. Now remember, Gregor Gillespie has been on a tear. I mean, if you look at the people that he's beaten, just look at this streak of 3 fighters that he beat. Conor McGregor, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and Dustin Poirier. Off of those 3 fights alone, those are the title fights that he won. You'd think, oh my God, this guy's gonna be an all-time great. Loses to Tony Ferguson, beats him in a unanimous decision victory after his opponent missed weight. But Gregor Gillespie, for whatever reason, in this game is nearly unstoppable. I feel like he's going to win here today. He's the favorite over Carlos Diego Ferreira, a great fighter in his own right, coming off wins over James Vick, Taisimov, Mark Jakashi. That fight makes me think this could be interesting because we've seen Jakashi recently has been amazing. Like, Jakashi's in the semifinals for the super lightweight Grand Prix, and most recently Moicano. Ferreira got injured, and that's what kept him out of a potential title fight. Still got that loss over Lee. That is correct. Kevin Lee did knock him out. And Kevin Lee's doing well in the super lightweight Grand Prix as well, beating GSP. Gotta love it. It's our main event of the evening. Who do you guys have? Gluttony says Gillespie. Inoue will be back. Ali's a killer. Still got that loss over Lee. I feel like it's going to be Gillespie for the lightweight championship of the world. Whew boy. Gillespie going for a takedown. Now you got to remember, Gillespie's dominant, but he's not the most exciting guy. Ferreira tries. What? Ladies and gentlemen, the referee calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 39 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by submission due to an arm bar and new undisputed UFC lightweight champion, Carlos Diego Ferreira, in a minute 39 right after Gregor takes him down. Wow. Okay. Benny said Gregor round 4 sub. That's funny. How about 99 seconds into the fight? Yeah, Carlos is underrated in real life. Pound for pound best fighter in this save, Vicente Luque, without a doubt. Vicente Luque in this save. Carlos Diego Ferreira says winning the UFC lightweight title is unbelievable. I wouldn't say him winning is unbelievable. Gillespie must have took a deal to throw the fight. I don't know about that. Oh, really? Huh. That is strange. Maybe it's because you need multiple broadcasters? Because what I did was I set it up so that way UFC on pay-per-view was the only pay-per-view provider for the fight. And it did not make a lot of money at all. Because normally we're making like $30 million on pay-per-views. And it only made $12 million. So I'm wondering why that is. The profit's still going to be good, don't get me wrong. But it's just like, I want more money, you know? Average profit per show, it's about $1 million per fight night and around $30 million per pay-per-view. But apparently that's going to be different now. Let's see here. Fight of the night. I believe there was a fantastic fight on the prelims. Absolutely. Pasio and Elias Garcia. Michael Page gets a performance bonus. Ferreira gets a performance bonus. Anybody on the prelims that are deserving? Knockout from Berzerski. Let's go ahead and give him a performance bonus as well. Congratulations. John Jones is light heavyweight and heavyweight champion. He's pound for pound #1. Yes, but just based off the names that Luque has beaten, I feel like he's a little bit more deserving. And just the fact that he's in one weight class and he's just dominating, at least in my eyes. But John Jones has been extremely dominant. As always, we're going to update our rankings and then take a look at what is next. And then everyone that's here on Twitch, stay tuned. We're probably going to be booking for the next month. Appreciate you guys. As always, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, follow me on Twitch so you guys can get in on the live chat for these pay-per-views and fight nights. A lot of fun to be had. I'm not overly concerned with the profit per show, though. WEC. Is anyone... ML21 is fighting against Gabriel Green. Anybody else that we know? No. So good luck to ML21. How are the viewer fighters doing? Well, you can see their ML21 is about to fight. I know that Ron Weasley character that we created recently won. I know Blake. I think Blake just won, actually, a fight. So RBM, I'm pretty sure, is 1-1 now. And then Ben, did we make a character for you? Rob, have we made one for you? And then Chris, Gluttony, I think you're still 0-1. That loss to Duran win is just going to haunt you forever. I think TJ recently fought, and I think he lost, unfortunately. Same thing for Tristan. Chris is not happy. It's gonna be funny because he's gonna watch Duran win, like, fight in real life now, and he's gonna just, like, have so much contempt in his heart. He's gonna be like, I can't believe this. He's gonna be pounding the air, just like this guy. I hate him with all my heart. But yeah, Rob, if you want me to make your fighter after I'm done recording, we'll get you in here as well. I have a dude, but I don't think he fought. Oh, I think you might be right, actually. Because I forgot what your last name was, but I'm not 100% sure. Normally watch on YouTube. This is my only third live. Love it, though. Your YouTube videos got me to buy the game. Hey, that's awesome, man. How are you doing in the game? Like, are you getting the hang of it? Did you kind of, like, base how you play just on the way that I play, or are you kind of just doing your own thing? And do you have the mods, or are you just playing with the default database? Because I can't really get into it that much just on the default database. I can't, like, I have to be able to feel a connection to the fighters and stuff like that, and I can't really do that if I don't know who they are. Let's go and update our rankings. Ron Weasley will bring me to glory for sure. Nothing at heavyweight. At light heavyweight, there is no movement. Nothing at, actually, Bradley Scott up to number 19. Brendan Leeser moves up. At middleweight, at welterweight, MVP up to number 6. Wow. Gilbert Burns down to number 10. So MVP, a major player perhaps in the welterweight division. He's up there in age, like I mentioned. He doesn't have a lot of time to mess around. At lightweight, Gillespie all the way down to number 8. Wow. Okay. And who do we have challenging? I think it's we're gonna have a fight between Gamrot and Tony Ferguson, and whoever wins that fight is probably challenging next, because that fight won't even be able to happen for like 2 or 3 months. Alvarez beat Ally Quinta, 41 days, 3-fight winning streak. I mean, I don't know. Connor Moicano lost Rory McDonald. Poirier, who's Poirier fighting? Joseph Duffy. He wouldn't be deserving of a title shot after that. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about maybe just throwing a title shot at Eddie Alvarez just cuz. And then Gamrot, Tony, that fight can decide who fights next. I used the default till I figured out the mod. Started in November with the Modern Warriors. I'm in 2023 with Bellator. Literally my favorite hobby. I love to hear that, man. That's awesome. And then Taisimov into the rankings. Dariush all the way down to number 15. At featherweight, Sadiq Youssef moving up to number 22. Nothing at bantamweight. At flyweight, Inoue down to number 6. We have our champion Baga Utinov, of course. Randy Sadet, new in the rankings at number 21 after beating 5-0. Alvarez versus Gamrot. Alvarez versus Gamrot. Are you insinuating that Tony Ferguson should get a shot at the title? I'm not 100% sure because he did miss weight, so I'm not really sure I can trust him just yet. I'd want to see him make weight at least once before we give him another shot. So I'm not really too sure. I love Tony, and I mean, that'd be awesome. But he's not back for 2 months, the same time that Gamrot is. So I'm kind of just like, that time frame works. Alvarez versus Gamrot sounds good. Tony has to earn it, though. Yeah, because I'm not sure Alvarez really deserves a title shot either. But just to keep, well, when is Carlos back? That's the real issue. He's back in 20 days, so he can go next month if he has to. I'm implying the winner of my fight suggestion would get the shot. Alvarez and Gamrot. Had a champ who missed weight twice in a row, so I had to strip him. Yeah, that is no good. That is no good. Yeah, I feel like Gamrot Tony is the fight to make. Because if Tony were able to beat Gamrot, I feel like that's enough for a title shot. Especially considering he was just the champion. For Alvarez, he's 38. I mean, maybe giving him a title shot just because he's Eddie Alvarez. Low-level international, that'll definitely sell. Not sure. Honestly, not sure. We'll have to think about it. Obviously, things can change. People can get injured and all that stuff. At flyweight, Sadeh moves up into the rankings. Garcia down to number 20. Passio up to number 16. Women's featherweight, Miura moves up to number 7. Dufresne down to number 6, one spot in front of her. That's always very weird to me. Bantamweight, no movement. Flyweight, no movement. And at strawweight, Tatiana Suarez up to number 8. And Karate Hottie down to number 10. Appreciate you guys for watching this pay-per-view. The next time I see you will be for UFC Fight Night Spencer versus Holm. You can take a look at the fights there. Also, UFC Fight Night Dos Santos versus Marcos Rogerio de Lima. Take a look at those. And then UFC Fight Night Nardiev versus Covington. That is essentially a title eliminator between Nardiev and Covington. When is John Jones back? That is probably going to be in the next month that we book him. So basically right now we're going to book him after I'm done recording this. And it's all leading up to UFC 289, Till versus Costa. A lot of exciting things happening on that show. Loretta defending the flyweight championship over Maria Agapova. Darren Till defending the middleweight championship in hostile territory against Paulo Costa. Jones versus Till 205. That would be very interesting if Till was able to get past Paulo Costa. But anyways, I'm AZPlow21. You guys have a good rest of your day. Appreciate you as always.